Hey, what's up, guys? So I just wanted to make this quick clip. It's about the movie Star Wars Rogue One. I just saw it this past weekend, and it was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, a little long, but it was a pretty good movie. And I just want to talk about this little clip from the movie. It inspired me to share a message with you guys. So in the movie, there's this blind Asian guy. I think his name is Danny Yen or Donnie Yen, his real name, and then his character name is the hard name that I looked it up, but I couldn't pronounce it right. And I'm not a crazy Star Wars fan or anything, but I just thought this was a really good message to get out of the movie. So anyway, everyone kind of sees him in the movie. I'm not gonna try to give away too much if you haven't seen it yet, but basically, everyone kind of sees him as this hippie guy. Like he still believes in the Force, and the Force is kind of like this like esoteric thing that people think is like woo woo stuff. You know what I mean? But he's like a strong advocate in the Force, and he's always saying to himself, "The Force is with me. I'm one with the Force." Something like that. I don't know quite how it goes, but he would say the same like mantra over and over again. He's like, "The Force is with me. I am one with the Force." I know he says I'm one with the Force, but I forgot how the beginning part goes. But he says that over and over again to himself all the time. Anyways, so people see him like it's this hippie guy that's all about the Force, and he's blind, right? And he's kind of funny too. He's a cool dude in the movie, and like his first action scene, he busts out these crazy like Jedi moves, but he's not a Jedi, I guess. Like he's just a strong believer in the Force, and so he has like all these badass moves, and he's blind, right? So he's grabbing stormtroopers and using them as a shield to block bullets, and he could hear the bullets coming. He's blocking them, and he's fighting people off. It was awesome, awesome stuff. Anyways, there's the scene later on in the movie where they're in the middle of a war with with the other stormtroopers and stuff like that, and everyone's dying, everyone's getting blown up and shot, and they're trapped against the side of a building. And Danny Yen, forgive me if I'm getting his name wrong, but Donnie Yen, whatever his name is, he's stuck against a building, and he has to make it across to go hit a switch to do something that I'm not gonna give away. Anyways, one guy tries. He was like, "Leave it to me." He walks out. He gets blasted right away. And so, anyways, they send out more reinforcements. More stormtroopers will come, and the Asian guy, the blind Asian man, he decides like, "Whoa, this is gonna end like for the worst. So let me take it upon myself to go do this." And so what he does is he starts saying, "The Force is with me. I am one with the Force. The Force is with me. I am one with the Force." He says it over and over again. He builds up the courage. Then he starts slowly walking out in the middle of the battlefield, going to walk to hit the switch. And he's walking, and bullets are flying by his head left and right. He's walking slow, constantly saying over and over again, "The Force is with me. I am one with the Force. The Force is with me. I am one with the Force." It was like giving me goosebumps. And he ends up making it, feeling around because he's blind, right? He hits the switch, he makes it. And he was walking so slow, and it's a good long distance of bullets just zooming, flying by his head. And mind you, it was an easy target, walking right across the middle of the battlefield. Not a one single bullet hit him, not one little thing hit him. And that's what I want to talk about. That particular scene in the movie, what that meant for me, the first word that came to my mind wasn't like, "Oh my god, this guy's gonna get blasted right now." Like, "See ya, blind Asian man." Like, nah, the first word that came to my mind was faith. He took a step of faith, and he couldn't see anything, but he knew there was bullets flying in the air left and right. But he had his goal in his mind of what he had to do in order to help others and save some people's lives. So he took that step out, a blind man, just trusting all he has. He put his whole life into the Force's hands. He was such a strong believer. Yeah, so I got a strong message of faith, and that just motivated me. Like, we can't see what's ahead, like that blind man. We can't see what is ahead, but we gotta trust in something that's bigger than ourselves. For him, it's the Force. The Force, you could compare that to love. You compare that to God, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? Like we have to. That's something strong characteristic that inspires. That scene inspired into me. Like, I gotta have that kind of faith where even if my life is on the line, I have a stronger faith and love or God or wherever you want to call it, that it's gonna reach me to my destination of where I'm trying to go, and I'm gonna be safe. Like another Bible verse that popped into my head during that scene was like I walk through the valley of before I walk through the valley of shadow and death, I shall fear no evil, something like that. You know what I mean? But anyways, yeah, I don't want to go on too long. I am ranting, but it was very, very, very inspiring, and it was a good message behind it. Like, it reminded me of the Martin Luther King quote. Take the first step of faith, even though you can't always see the full staircase, something like that. And another quote that popped into my head was like, take one step towards God, and God will take two steps towards you. You know what I mean? Like, this guy, he put his full faith into the Force, and the Force kind of like saw that faith and courage, and kind of just met him halfway and protected him from the flying bullets. You know what I mean? So like, I'm a big believer that's how it is in real life. Like, take a big step of courage, courageous faith into wherever you're trying to go. Take a big step towards your dreams, and God will meet you halfway and like take two steps closer to you and get you to where you need to go just by displaying that amount of courage and trust into something you may not be able to see, but you have faith that it's there, that's there to guide you and protect you. And that's the message I got from that scene. Go see the movie. It's an awesome movie. And thank you for watching. Happy holidays. Go have some faith. Even though you can't see what's ahead of you, take that step of faith. Thank you for watching. Happy holidays.